Good morning, dear students. Today I will start the Unit 1 topic Theory of Carburation and Carburetors for course Automotive Engine and Emissions. In previous lecture, we have already discussed about the course handout for this course. Why to study automotive engine emissions? What are the objectives for this course? And what are the applications of this course? CO, PO and OB for this course. So all these things have to be covered in previous lecture. Now, some objectives listed over here for this topic carburation, principle and carburetors. With the help of these slides, you will be able to explain the principles of carburation, how it is work, what are the fundamental principles of the carburation, identify the types of carburation, explain the float carburetor system, and also define manual throttle controls, list the basic functions of a governor, describe the purpose of an air cleaner, why we are using the air cleaner for removing the dust particles and other impurities from the air. We are using the air cleaner while making the air fuel mixture with the help of carburetor. So these are the basic objectives of this topic. Now I am explaining the carburetor functions. So mainly there are three functions of the carburetor. One is atomization, second is vaporization, and third is mixed with air. So first I am telling about the atomization. Atomization means fuel break into small particles. When fuel break into fine small particles, it is called atomization. After that, it will vaporize because of temperature rises, and then it will mixed with air. So this is the three functions of the carburetor for mixing. And another functions of the carburetor are to regulate the fuel quantity, to supply the fuel air mixture as per requirement for idling range, normal range and crushing range. So mainly there are three types of three range which is depend on the varying load conditions. So carburetor prepare the mixture as per requirement. So this process can be done by using a simple mixing valve, and however it is not as efficient. So there are so many attachment which is attached to the carburetor for smooth functioning of the carburetor for these purposes. The carburetor is a much more complex system that allows for the operation of the engine during these conditions. Now, some conditions as listed below: number 1, cold or hot starting; number 2, idling; number 3, part throttle; number 4, acceleration; and number 5, high speed operations. So as you see in this figure, we can also understand how it prepare the air fuel mixture. Air flow, as you see from the left hand side, air flow inside the venturi, and fuel supply from the fuel tank, and pressure drop. Due to pressure drop here, fuel come because of vacuum created here, so that's why fuel come from the fuel tank, and with the help of nozzle, the fuel break into the fine particles, and then it get vaporized. Because of temperature, it get vaporized and then mixing with air as per requirement, and then it will supply into the combustion chamber. So now one thing for cold season and hot season. There was a problem in cold season. Vehicle is not start easily, so we are using choke. So choke is the another attachment which is attached to the carburetor. So what is the function of choke? Choke is stopping the air quantity, so that is why increase the fuel quantity. So whenever we are using the choke, the fuel quantity increased and air quantity decreased, so that is called rich mixture. So we are using rich mixture in cold season. So rich mixture easily burn in cold season, and then vehicle get start. So why we are using rich mixture in cold season for starting? So the uh, reason is, there are two reasons. One is the exhaust gas, and second reason is temperature down. So number one is exhaust, because of exhaust. So I am explaining the exhaust. So there is a clearance volume in cylinder. So in clearance volume there is some part of exhaust gases every time in present in clearance volume. So when we provide the mixture into the combustion chamber, it added into the exhaust which is already present in combustion chamber in clearance volume. So mixture get lean. So it is a problem to ignite the air fuel mixture. So that is why we are providing the rich mixture to avoiding the exhaust. So when we provide the rich mixture, then exhaust added into the rich mixture, and then it become a normal mixture, so it easily burn, get ignited with the help of spark plug. So this is the one reason for by which we can uh, supplying the rich mixture. Second is, in cold season temperature get down, so that is why we are using the rich mixture. So rich mixture get easily burned because of temperature down in cold season. So these two reasons we are using rich mixture in cold season. So now next point is idling. So idling is also no load condition. So idling is no load condition, and then normal condition, and then crushing range. So there are three range in which we can define the ranges we are using in carburetor. Number one, idling; number two, normal; and number three, crushing range. So idling is no load condition, when just vehicle is start, so that condition is called idling condition. And when we are using the normal load on the vehicle, so that condition is known as normal condition. And when we are using the heavy duty or heavy load on the vehicle, so, or accelerate, so that is called crushing range for the vehicle. So idling is known as a no load condition. Next is part throttle. Throttle regulate the fuel air mixture. So throttle is the also main component of the carburetor, because it regulate the air fuel mixture. So as per requirement of the engine, it regulate the air fuel mixture. And acceleration, sometime we are needed acceleration, sometime we are needing deacceleration. So carburetor need to prepare the fuel air mixture as per requirement, while it is a case of acceleration, deacceleration, normal, crushing range, idling, whatever the condition as per requirement of the engine, carburetor need to prepare the air fuel mixture as the uh, requirement, as per requirement. And next is high speed operation also. So this is say about crushing range also, high speed operation, or heavy duty, heavy load. So these two conditions for crushing range. Now air fuel mixture. So there are two type of air fuel mixture we are generally using during the combustion. One is lean mixture, other is rich mixture. So when we increase the air quantity in the air fuel mixture, so it is called lean mixture. And when we are using the excess amount of fuel, that is called rich mixture. So there is a line by which we can say that uh, if the beyond this limit, that is rich mixture, and up to this mixture or down to this limit, that is called lean mixture. So that is called stoichiometric. So stoichiometric ratio is the proper ratio in which fuel needs the oxygen to burn fully, that is called stoichiometric or chemically correct. So the oxygen which is needed to burn the fuel quantity chemically correct, that is called stoichiometric ratio. So 14.7 raised to 1 is called stoichiometric ratio for gasoline or petrol. So in case of petrol, we are using the 14.7 raised to 1, that is called stoichiometric. It means 14.7 kilogram of air needed for burning the 1 kg of fuel gasoline chemically. So it is known as stoichiometric ratio. So above the stoichiometric, that is called rich mixture, and less than this stoichiometric, that is called lean mixture. So it is the difference between lean mixture and rich mixture. So I think you can better understand the rich mixture and lean mixture because of stoichiometric ratio. So usually the 15 parts of air and 1 part of fuel we are using, because of 15 is close to the stoichiometric, that is 14.7, and this ratio also depending upon the engine operation. Sometime engine operate on low speed, sometime engine operate on high speed, sometime engine operate on normal speed. So whatever the operating condition of the engine, we are using the air fuel mixture accordingly. Okay, so this is about of air. This low pressure will be filled by fuel, and then fuel atomized, vaporized and mixed with air. So basically eventually is a restriction in airflow passageway, so that the velocity decrease and velocity increase and decrease the pressure. Types of carburetors. So mainly there are 3 types of carburetor we are using, and it depend on the direction of airflow. So from the outlet to the engine manifold. So there are as follows. Number 1, natural draft. Number 2, updraft, and number 3, downdraft. So as per the direction of airflow, we can distinguish these 3 types of carburetor. Only the airflow direction is different in these 3. So as name shows, updraft, the airflow direction is in upward direction. As name shows, in downdraft, the airflow direction is in downward direction, and in natural we are using the direction in any side, normal, horizontal. So this is called natural draft. So next point is air cleaner and filters. So for removing the dust particles and impurities from the air, we are using the air cleaners and filters. So under severe dust conditions, engine life can be reduced, and to keep this dust from entering the engine, we are using different types of cleaners, filters. Some types of cleaner filters listed below. Number 1, oil wetted, dry types and dual elements. So these generally we are using these 3 types of air cleaners in carburation systems. So carburetor tuning must be done to provide maximum power without overheating the 2-stroke engine. So as you know, overheating also avoid for that condition. Now this is the fuel air requirement for running condition for different mixing ratios. So as I told you earlier, the three range: idling, normal and cruising. So if again I explain the idling, normal, cruising in these five types of the range running condition, that is, one is starting, then is idling, next is low speed, then light load, and then heavy load. So we are using the different mixing ratio by weight. So one part of fuel and 1 to 4 part of air for starting. In case of idling, 1 part of fuel and 8 to 10 part of air we are using. In low speed, we are using 1 part of fuel and 10 to 13 part of air. And light load, we are using 1 part of fuel, but the air quantity is 14 part to 16. And in case of heavy load, we are using the 1 part of fuel and 12 to 14 part of air. So this is the fuel air requirement for different running conditions. So this is the integrated carburetor systems. So with the help of this figure, you can better understand the throttle valve opening. So different throttle position for different requirement: 0 to 1/4 pilot jet, 1/8 to 1.5 throttle cutaway, and 1/4 to 3/4 Z needle, 1/4 to 3/4 needle Z, and half to full man Z, and half to full air adjustment screw, and half to full power Z, and it is optional. Now this is the summary of this topic, in which I covered the working principle of the carburetor, types of carburetor, carburetor's operations, and the difference in types of carburetor, and also talk about air cleaners. Now these are the questions for practice for all of you. So what is the function of carburetor? The average weight ratio of air to gasoline is 15:1. What does this mean? How to carburetor operates? How many types of carburetor and what is the difference between them? And explain the working of air cleaner and its types. So these are the some questions for your practice. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.